Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. saya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat.
And just like that, we are up to almost 50 days sa ating 2024 MPBL regular season na nagbabalik tayo dito. Kung saan tayo nagsimula ng ating season dito sa Calasiao Sports Complex in Calasiao, Pangasinan para sa ating triple header ngayong Biyernes. The Imus, Agimat, and Iloilo kick things off at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. laban ng Quezon City, Toda Action, and South Cotabato Warriors. And mamaya, it's the Pangasinan Heat Waves hosting the Parañaque Patriots. So 3 more big games coming up dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, sa Dev Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon making the trip to Calasiao. And how has it been so far, Christian, ang aking passenger prince kanina?
It's been great. It's been great. I'm really considering to getting my own driver after experiencing your expertise in driving. Gusto ko yung tulad mo rin. Yung makwento.
Gusto mo yun. Mapapanood din yung MPBL on MPTV, Signal Channel 98, on Pilipinas Live, Facebook, and YouTube. And syempre, kasama din natin at courtside, Pangasinan royalty, Mika Abisamis.
Of course.
Grabe naman. As we are trying to beat the Heat here in Pangasinan, both Iloilo and Imus also trying to beat their losing streaks. Para dito sa Imus, they admitted that they have had their worst game against Abra, and so they are trying to fix their familiarity and their chemistry. Para naman dito sa Iloilo, frustration still getting to them, lalo na after losing 2 close games. Pero ang maganda dito, nagkaroon ng own initiative ang players. Nag-usap-usap daw sila kung ano bang klaseng player sila, anong kalibre sila, saan ba sila galing, para lang daw ma-motivate pang isa't isa. So let's see how this will do. Sa Delf, Coach Chris.
Maraming salamat, Mika. We'll be looking forward to your gifts from Pangasinan, of course, and of course your reports later on. And syempre, when you talk about the team standings now, day 48 na nga tayo. Game 140 na tayo, Coach Christian, and you see the standings right now. And the North is really stacked, no? And we've been talking about this off the air, kung saan nang naglumulugar itong mga teams natin. And Manila seems to be doing well. They won last night again against Rizal.
Rizal, right, and puts them at the 4th spot. Think about this. To your point, you know, Nueva Ecija and San Juan 2 of the 3 unbeaten teams Quezon na nasa South Division. Caloocan 5-2 pero nasa 8th spot. Diba, ganun katibay itong division na to. Even yung Bataan who lost last night, malaki pa ang chance niyan. Even yung Pangasinan as they play tonight.
Oo, no? So, really tight dun sa North Division. South Division naman, there's a bit of separation from number 7 to number 8 and 8 down to 11 and 12. Medyo, medyo dikit din to because considering yung mga schedule nila, may iba medyo mabibigat na yung mga nakalaban, medyo iba hindi rin ganun kalakas yung nakalaban so far.
Think about it, Binyan who is number 7 right now, 6-2. Last week or maybe a few weeks ago, they were at the top 2, at 6-0, maybe at number 1. But, the game at hand, number 11, Iloilo. Imus obviously looking for that first win, that breakthrough win in Iloilo. Looking for that first win in about 2 to 3 weeks because they're on a 3-game losing skid.
Oh, no. And of course, when you talk about Imus, they have yet to win this season. 0-10 ang kanilang kartada. But there have been some bright spots on this team, including yung kanilang power forward, si Luis Tapeño. They do it all forward. But ito nga, yung last game nila, it was a 94-57 beatdown from the Abra Weavers. And this was just a few days ago, itong pagkatalo nitong Imus.
One of their worst loss, if not the worst loss of the season for them, and this was still tight after one quarter, 15 to 14 lamang ang Abra, but that second quarter, 25-6, only 3 players scoring in that second quarter for Imus, and then the rest was history basically as Abra never looked back. You look at the numbers right there, obviously it was a blowout game. Imus though, they're looking for that first win, and hopefully they're hoping that it will be a different result tonight.
Oo, no? And Iloilo naman ang pag-usapan natin dito, Coach Christian. This was a team that made a lot of noise during the off-season following the acquisition of CJ Cancino and Mark Nonoy. But
correct,
it has yet to pan out para sa kanila. Only 2 wins to show from their first 9 games.
Well, there's always a period of adjustment, especially if you're transitioning from college to pro. And na-experience ng team ng Iloilo ngayon, even with their changes, as you see, they fell short against Quezon City. You look at the numbers right here, 40% shooting. This was a game where in the first 3 quarters, ang ganda na tinatakbo nila, especially on the offensive end. But in the last quarter, they were limited to only 9 points by Quezon City. CJ Cancino led all scorers with 24 markers, had about 3 to 4 3-pointers, kaya 11 ang 3 points nila. But the free throw shooting, I thought, was a key to them. They missed 11. Imagine if they made half of that, probably would have been a different story, probably would have won the game. But, that's in the past. They're focusing on the present. They want to bounce back.
No, napaka-importante ang game na to for both teams because, both teams would think that they can take a W out of the Calasiao Sports Complex sa laban na to. So let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineups.
Presented by Extreme. Live on the official MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite and on Pilipinas Live app. Let's meet our starters, beginning with the Imus Agimat VA Drones. Starting at guard, number 11, Martin Enriquez. Also at guard, number 15, Carl Nicodemus. Starting at center, number 5, Luis Tapeño. Power forward, number 35, Eugene Gonzalez. And the other forward, number 13, J.R. Sumido. Their head coach is Eric C. Assistant coaches, Joseph Ochada, Marlon Zambrano, and AJC. Team consultant is Rick Katakutan. Team owner, Ruby Navarro. And now the starters for Iloilo United Royals. Starting at center, number 47, Chedi Rangel. At forward, number 4, RV Berge. Starting at guard, number 7, Jason Credo. Also at guard, number 6, Shaq Imperial. And at small forward, number 27, CJ Cancino. The head coach for the United Royals is MC Abolucion. Assistant coaches Japs Kuwan, Ethel Tacorta, and Julius Sinon. Team consultant is Mac Kuwan Team manager and team owners are the father and son tandem of Jay and JJ Havelosa.
Our starting five presented by Buenas, Martin Enriquez, Carl Nicodemos, Eugene Gonzalez, J.R. Somido, Luis Tapeño para sa Imus, Agimat, Shaq Imperial, Jason Credo, Chadi Rangel, CJ Cancino, and RV Berjay para naman sa Iloilo. And Imus still looking for win number 1. And ito namang Iloilo trying to end a 3-game losing streak, and Iloilo wins the tip. We are underway. So Dev Tupas kasama si Coach Christian Wanzon and Mika Abisamis bringing you the action from the Calasiao Sports Complex. Chadi Rangel nabitawan ng bola. And that's a turnover. It was open there.
So that's a good start para sa Agimat. Obviously, one of the issues of this team is on the defensive end, and that's a good sign to get the first stop of the game.
Here's Tapeño, layup, won't go. Here's Imperial, Shaq gets it to Credo for 3. Yes!
A good driving kick by Imperial and a catch and shoot situation for the former Ateneo Blue Eagle.
3-0. Tapeño, great fake, and Tapeño. It's just pretty hard to stop as soon as he gets that basketball dun sa, you know, just down that free throw line area.
Just has a knack for playing basketball. He has good court sense, has a good feel for the game, knows how to use his body. Even being undersized, you see siya ang kumuha ng defensive rebound. Even the way he got that rebound, it feels like he's 6'7". And the way he plays much bigger than his size because he has a big heart.
Natamaan si Martin Enriquez, and there's a whistle.
Now he's going to suit up for Letrana as he serves his residency, but I'm very proud to say that this comes from one of the many products of my former teammate, Gino Manansala, our team captain back in UST year 2003. Jimboy Estrada, yan yung mga na-produce pa niya. I'm missing so many names.
Chris Bitoon. Aris Junicio.
There you go, Aris Junicio. Well, what a splendid job, my good friend Coach Gino has done there.
Yeah, he's still part of that coaching staff ng Binyan as Shaq Imperial lays it in for 2. They've actually converted Shaq Imperial into a point guard here.
Right. We're used to seeing him at the two guard.
And so far, it's been working. Here's Somido getting the start. That's soft touch. Galing kay J.R. Somido.
Good patience that time using the shot fake, to elude his primary defender and was able to get a shot off in the paint.
Berjay, good line, and he knocks down the 3.
Both teams in a good rhythm. Ang ganda ng umpisa ng dalawang koponan.
8-5. Here's Enriquez.
And I say that because ang haba ng biyahe, minsan nakakatanggal ng rhythm yun eh. Yung matagal ka na nakaupo, 3-4 na oras sa bus. Pero si Tapeño, pinapakita yung magandang rhythm niya.
Yeah, and this is going to be,
unfortunately,
Luis Tapeño's last game.
Right.
Oh, CJ Cancino.
That's not his last game.
Yeah, of course. And itong maganda kay CJ ngayon, it looks very comfortable now. May konting adjustment period din tong si CJ here.
Right.
With, the way, yung kanyang role niya dito is playing out with Iloilo. Here's Tapeño. 6 points in the ball game.
Masayang pagkakataon na yun. They had an advantage on the break. Talk about Iloilo, but instead it quickly turns back sa kabila. And ito, we talked about turnover ng Iloilo. Ganon din ng Imus. Ito yun, no?
Let's watch this fast break of the game. Brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. As Luis Tapeño lays it in. Only 21 years old, but more than holding his own against pros here in the MPBL.
He reminds me of a Bong Quinto. Although at this point, si Bong Quinto, even before he turned pro, a more skilled player. Itong si Bong Quinto. But in terms of, because Bong Quinto, he played a lot of 4 in college.
Yeah.
He was pretty much undersized as well. But yung hindi mo mararamdaman yung nawawalang height nila sa loob, especially when they're inside the paint. Ang galing gumamit ng katawan.
And nakita natin dito sa kanya yung skill set niya talaga nagamit niya. The full package we're seeing. Correct. From Luis Tapeño. Sabi niya nga, he plays the 3 or the 4 with the Tran, but over here he plays 1 to 5. It's a steal by Tzadi Rangel. CJ, stop and pop. In and out.
That was a heat check. Got a hand in his face.
Tapeño with a rebound, and he brings it to the front court. Tapeño puts it in, +1.
Well, nobody's stopping the ball until he got to the paint, and that's usually a recipe for disaster. Tapos dire-diretso on dribble. Berjay was on his heels. And by the time he decided to defend, it was just too little too late.
Let's go to Mika Abisan.
When it comes to Imus, we always talk about chemistry, familiarity, especially because lately hindi daw sila nakukumpleto sa practices. For Coach Eric C, tuloy lang ang scrimmages sa practice for familiarity dahil napapansin daw niya lalo sa offense pag may nag-drive instead of may mga abang, lahat daw sumasabay. After losing 10 games, they obviously need to regroup. One of the things they are excited about is acquiring new players. They're getting a big man, a forward, and Kido Cabrera, a former player of Valenzuela, as their point guard. Especially, they will be losing Tapeño soon. Sa Delft, Coach Chris.
Maraming salamat, Mika. So, teams making their moves, including this Imus Agimat. They badly need reinforcements. They have yet to win a ball game this season, as that's an easy rebound para kay Shaq Imperial. He has 4 points in the ball game.
That's good stuff reported by Madam Mika, and especially for a team like Imus who's still searching for their first win. Not only reinforcement, you really need changes if you really have, intentions to win in this league. And obviously, after 10 games, well, marami kang kailangan baguhin doon, and that's the first step by adding reinforcements.
Imperial won't go. Sumido sizing up the D, push shot. Sumabit si Jason Credo.
Not a good foul, obviously, by Credo, and a jump shooter by Sumido. Right here, able to size up the defense, and right there in the space, or maybe got him on the left arm.
Using that between the legs dribble to set up the step back 3.
Mukhang favorite move mo na naman yun.
This is the street is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kumpleto ng flash brand ng
Ramdam ko na sa tono ng boses mo pag sinasabi, pag mini-breakdown mo yung mga galaw eh.
Talaga?
Na kita.
hindi ko nga magawa yan eh.
Sorry about that, Extreme. Let me read that again.
Nabasa na.
Okay.
Si Luis Tapeño ngayon yung pinag-aaralan ko. Yun yung gusto kong gayahin.
Yun na yung applicable at this stage of your career.
Yung sa'yo nga, Kyrie nga eh. Guys nung papunta kami dito, binibreakdown niya si Kyrie sa akin eh. Kaya, sinusubukan niya daw ngayon sa mga liga niya. At a very young, ayoko na sabihin.
Libre lang naman mangarap. Ikaw naman.
Ano daw ngayon eh, yung floater ni Kyrie to yung pinag-aaralan niya eh. Yung kaliwa hindi yung kanan.
Grabe yung kaliwa. Walang diferensya eh.
CJ Luengo is in the game. Here's Ras Aniban. Wawi Kadir providing the pick. Aniban breaking down the D, finding Tapeño inside.
Poor defense that time on the ball screen. Aniban, kakapasok lang, able to split the ball screen defense right away. But a good pass by Cancino right here to Imperial. And he's fouled by Tapeño.
Got a little too aggressive there to see Luis Tapeño already with 10 points in the ball game.
Right, and both teams also already fouling somebody at the three-point line. And look at this drop pass. Tapeño showing the touch with that mini floater.
Jay Velosa, Clint Doliges coming in. Mark Nonoy also in the ball game. Shaq Imperial with 3 free throws. And Shaq Imperial, the MVP in Cebu. He played a solid, was a solid player para sa Iloilo in their playoff run last year. He's missed a couple of free throws already. Win Capascio all set to enter the game. And 1 for 3 para kay Shaq Imperial. That's 5 points for him. Capascio coming in, completing the 5 on the floor. Nonoy, Doliges, Capascio, Avelosa, and CJ Katapusan. Nuengo, Tapeño, Sumido, Kadir, and Aniban para naman sa Imus. Here's Aniban. Attacks. Feeds Tapeño. No go. Doliges with the rebound. Quickly to Mark Nonoy. He's fouled.
Always a good idea every time you have fouls to give. When you see a Mark Nonoy with a head of steam, pahintuin mo na lang to set up your defense with a foul.
Mark Nonoy, UAAP champion.
You had to.
Yes.
You had to.
You are a UAAP champion. Come on now.
I'm not.
2 seasons ago.
Oh, yes, as a coach.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
there you go.
Respect, man. Travel on the Ligas. I saw that shot from a really good spot in at the MOA Arena. The shot.
Incredible.
The my shot.
Incredible.
Ay, bawal pala my. JD. Sorry. JD Kagulangan. 18-16. Here's Aniban. Got the step. Finds Kadir inside. Bothered by the D. Nonoy comes away with the loose ball.
I thought they had Lengo on the opposite corner with a better look. Kaya medyo masikip yung low. Pack was the paint as Katapusan misses a layup. Still struggling, no? Itong si CJ Katapusan was not able to score in the last game. 0 for 8 from the field. They're still looking for that first 2. Pero ang ganda naman nung unang tira niya, at least papunta sa loob.
Nonoy.
Poor pass. Katapusan was wide open underneath. Pati si CJ nagtaka kung saan papunta yung pasang yan. That's uncharacteristic. Usually, Capascio is a good passer.
Yeah. Under 2 minutes left here. Aniban very forceful inside. They got the steal.
And quickly to reinforce, syempre, si Javelosa na yung kanyang mga kasama. Pero nothing transpired there.
Yeah.
As Javelosa fell to the floor.
They're already over the limit.
Right.
Scoring has slowed down here. 18-16. Jay Javelosa misses on the free throw. Now, again, itong free throws ng Iloilo proving to be a concern early on.
As they were 10 of 21 in the last game, as we mentioned in the pregame. Even CJ Cancino, who top scored with 24 points in the last game, was only 50% from the line, 3 of 6. And the whole team really struggled.
Malimban Somido, the former Iloilo player. Somido layup, just could not get it to drop, pero may 2 free throw shot.
That's a good read by Sumido because on that handoff action in the wing and in the corner, usually the teams would like to switch if it's small to small. But yung game plan no, nitong Iloilo by Coach MC is they want Gwen Capasio, who's a big wing, on a big wing like Sumido. Pero si Sumido did not settle for the outside shot kahit na umilalim yung depensa. Inatake yung baseline. Ito, free throw line sa kanya, pero 1 of 2 siya.
6 points para kay Somido, averaging almost 20 per contest. Mark Nonoy. Turnover. Steal by Nonoy. Quickly to katapusan, and he gets the 2 points.
Mark Nonoy still able to complete that pass, even though he stumbled a little bit. Good concentration on the pass, and that's got to be a relief for Katapusan after missing his first 9 shots, including the last 8 in the last game. Confidence booster shot. It forces a timeout for Imus.
Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan. Unang laro sa ating tatlong nakaschedule ngayong araw na to.
That's an offensive foul, right? Hinabol pa ni Gonzalez. Ang ganda ng on-ball defense ni Mark Nonoy. Even the screen was on his right side. You see it right here. Ayun, yung kanang paa ni Gonzalez.
Mark Nonoy.
1-3-1 zone by Imus.
Nonoy to Doliguez. Katapusan. Capasio will fire. That's short. Doliguez with the rebound. Fouled. And Doliguez will get 2 free throws. Eugene Gonzalez is the guilty party, and pinahinga muna siya. Luis Tapeño returns to the ball game. You know, when yung si Luis Tapeña, had a quick chat with him before the game.
Right.
Ang kwento niya sa akin, siyempre may laro siya sa Imus, may laro siya sa Letran,
right,
with the preseason
tournament
leagues and practices. Sabi niya, yung mga araw daw talaga na hindi na siya humahawak ng bola.
Right.
There are days, lalo na pag sunod-sunod niyang laro, that he skips one day. Not, I'm sure he thinks about basketball, but he doesn't do anything related to basketball.
Right. I mean, it's really part of an athlete's life, you know. A lot of us, you know, Wesley, our colleague Wesley Gonzalez, you know, we were former teammates before, same batch in the UAAP, and this was the drive by Luengo, offensive foul right there, warded off with the left arm, and Doliguez quickly attacks on the other end. But you know, Wesley played for Ateneo, I played for UST, we were teammates in the PBL. Camacho trying to beat the buzzer. And it was tough, you know, just practicing every day with our respective schools. And then we had the practice 12 to 2 p.m. at that time. And then, same feeling. Student pa kami nun, so we had classes pa.
Malamang ganun din siya. As we take a look back sa ating first quarter, Shaq Imperial scoring there. Tapeño into double figures early. Got 10 in the ball game to lead Imus, and but Iloilo in a good flow to start the ball game. 25-17. This end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Calasiao Sports Complex ang ating venue ngayong Biyernes. Surprisingly, on a Friday, because usually it's a Saturday.
Right.
Bukas doon tayo sa Brenzigiao Convention Center. Second quarter underway, and we were talking earlier about, you know, the routines of being an student athlete and at the same time playing for a different ball club. As you take a look at the field goal percentage in that first half, maganda, pareho.
Right. Yeah. Ang difference lang, yung separator was the three-point shooting, and obviously tatlo para sa, you know, para sa Iloilo. Berjay had one, Cancino had one, and Credo had one compared to nothing. Kaya para sa Imus, kaya lumamang sila ng 8 after 1 quarter.
Katapusan, jumper over Tapeño, no good. Tapeño head to Camacho. Camacho basket and one.
Now that's what we talked about. Aside from having the ability to use his body, he has the smarts also, you know, of playing this game. What a beautiful pass. You see how he looked ahead right away and able to execute that pass for this 2+1 opportunity.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. As Camacho trying to complete the three-point play. First basket para sa kanya, 25-22. Nonoy. Here's the Ligues. 3 on the way, wala.
That should be a basket though.
Loose ball foul on Punsalan.
That should be a basket to me. But I think they're gonna check on this.
Si Tapeño pa yata nakatapik nun. They're gonna check this. If the whistle happened.
Mukhang hindi.
Paso. Back to Nonoy. Here's Doliguez. CJ Katapusan. Makes his move. CJ, no bounce. Wawi Kadir with a strong rebound in traffic. Punsalan wants to go at Capacio. Kicks it out to Kobe. Camacho using the Tapeño pick. Tapeño gives it back to Camacho. Wala. Rebound ni Capacio. Rodriguez slips. Camacho finds Kadir. The teardrop is good.
Turnovers. Killing Iloilo right now. That's his 6th turnover of the ball game, and it feels like every turnover that they commit, itong Imus is able to convert right away, just like this one. Camacho with a nice find.
Oh, he had options there, Kadir. With the floater. Mark Nonoy at the line. And somehow you have a feeling here, Christian, itong si Mark Nonoy. 12.2 points, 3.7 assists per ball game. That parang hindi ka sure if he's really gone, you know, yung kanyang potential dito.
Full potential.
Na ano na.
I think with him, it takes one game. What I mean by that, a breakthrough game where he scored 25 to 28 points, maybe 30. And once that game happens, he's going to be more confident, as if kulang pa yung kanyang kumpiyansa, no?
Oo. Velosa with the offensive rebound. Kapos. Impayan. Ahead to Punsalan. Well defended by Doliguez. The reverse from Punsalan.
A good job of not giving up on the play, even though he blundered the first shot, but still able to get the offensive rebound and finish on the same side. Zone once again.
Doliguez from the corner. That's short. Kadir. Head to Mario Impayan. Stop and pop. Knocks down the three. Agimat with momentum. Dito sa ating second quarter, they're off to a fantastic start here. Impayan for our three-point shot, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. 29 to 27. Imus has taken the lead against Iloilo. We have a timeout. Luis Tapeño, 19 points against Abra, 13 rebounds, and on 8 of 15 shooting. And let's go to Mika for a report on Luis.
Luis Tapeño talked about some things he learned as a player being here in the MPBL and with Imus, who has been struggling. Sabi niya, ang bilis pala mabit ng defense ko. So he is in the process of figuring out yung tamang defense style daw for him. Another thing is his ability to motivate himself. Madalas daw kasi niyang i-down ang sarili niya, lalo pagdating sa shooting niya sa ilalim. And finally, diet. Mabigat daw pala siya. Sa Delph, Coach Chris.
You see, that's an impressive answer to me, coming from Tapeño, is a rookie in this league, an incoming rookie in the NCAA. Ang unang lumabas sa bibig niya, depensa. And you're talking about, you know, maybe the leading scorer or the second leading scorer of the team at this point with 13 points per game. He's certainly the leading scorer now in this game, you know, with 10, I believe. Pero ang unang lumabas sa bibig niya sa interview na yun, depensa.
No, the way he gets beat on defense. Lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Second opportunity goes in for Punsalan.
Yung unang sagot lagi importante. Kaya pag tinatanong yung bunso namin, who do you look like? Daddy.
Ganun ba?
Yeah, ganun ang magsinungaling.
Bata pa. Hindi pa marunong yun. Hindi pa marunong.
Ako, yung daddy.
Yung daddy.
Mami talagang sagot lagi.
Uy, he carried that basketball. Kitang-kita.
Alam mo kung ano mabigat doon, CJ Cancino turns the ball over as he just checked in. Ang mabigat pa doon, papakagatin pa ako. Who do you look like? Daddy. Ay, mami pala. Nakakainis eh.
Ano muna, may bait.
Pasabik eh.
May bait. I think right now, when yun nga, no, yung report ni Mika on Luis Tapeño, I think he's got the right mindset. You know, he's got skills.
Right.
And all about him, you know, developing and yung hard work niya dito na papasok eventually. As here he is scoring again.
There has to be somebody seated at the back special to him, because it feels like every time he makes the shot, he's looking our way.
Wala, gusto niya yata, naririnig niya yata yung commentary. Last game niya na eh.
Right.
Last game niya na, so he really wants to make an impression.
I don't mind. Kung sa atin nga yun, because He's the one that's been obviously the brightest star
In this game.
In this game.
And what a pickup for Letrando.
Oh, definitely. What a pickup for the first-year head coach, Coach Allen Ricardo.
Oh, yun daw talaga yung kumuha sa kanya.
Right.
Coach Allen.
Congratulations, by the way, Coach Allen, and to your coaching staff. From back-to-back champions in the juniors division, and right, been promoted as the head coach of the seniors.
Diaz 2 for 2. 1 for 2 rather. 2 for 2. Hindi gumalaw yung score. Kala ko hindi pumasok yung una eh. Martin Enriquez in the game, 31-29. Nangangalahati na tayo dito sa ating second quarter. Enriquez, 2 shots para kay Eugene Gonzalez. Fouled on that drive.
Just failing to tag that time. Who was on the strong side, strong side corner. Defending a man was Ray De La Rosa. Kaya dire-diretso yung roll to the basket, yung pagtanggap ng pocket pass nitong si Gonzalez. But he misses the first free throw.
Two points para kay Gonzalez. 8 of 11 for Iloilo. Mukhang maganda yung free throw shooting nila dito sa simula. Cancino swings it over. Gomez. Tapeño with another rebound.
Iloilo just continues to struggle in this quarter. Only scoring 2 points. And we're at the 4-minute mark already as Imus has a chance to extend to make it 15 and 16.
Wala pa silang field goal.
Wala
It's
pa.
just
Puro free throws.
2 free throws from Diaz.
O kaya bumaba kagad ng less than 30% yung shooting nitong Iloilo, while Imus is 12 of 24 for 50%, and yet this is only a 4-point game.
Yep. And 3-point shooting was actually the weapon ng Iloilo in the first quarter, and mananatili dito sa Imus ang bola. Good break here for Imus. Another opportunity. Sandy Rangel comes in. Kala ko wala akong salamin eh. Malik mata ako kay Bird J tsaka kay Rangel eh.
Separated at birth.
Oo.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
On De La Rosa. So, Iloilo just a bit rattled here.
Right. Yeah, papalitan kagad siya ni Shaq Imperial. That's just 2 lapses on the part of Ray De La Rosa. Right here, confusion right there. 2 on the ball. And he went ball to ball from right to left. And because of that miscommunication on D, the consequence, a foul on the 3 and 3 free throws right here.
And Imus extending this lead. Ito na rin yung pinakamalaki nilang lamang. Two free throws.
Yeah. Foot on the line. Impayan.
35-29. Oh, another turnover.
Unforced. Chance to extend.
7 turnovers each para sa parehong koponan. Here's Tapeño, picks up his dribble. Back out to Enriquez. Enriquez with a jumper. No. Imperial. And Aguimat already over the limit. Imperial with a finger roll.
Just failing to stop the ball was Imus that time. And credit also the rim run right there. I believe that was Rangel was able to give a screen too. What a play. What a move. What a shot.
Martin Enriquez, 3 points in the ball game, and a beauty for his first field goal sa ating laro. Berjay gives it up. Imperial. Berjay gets it back. No good on the 3.
Same spot he made his first 3 in the first quarter, different result. If I'm CJ Cancino, I'm going to try to take over this game.
Here's Sumido. Tapeño against Berjay. 5 to shoot. Tapeño. Quick spin. Oh.
In a blender. In a washing machine.
Look how quick he spun that time. And talk about spin move. Oh, impressive spin cycle here. Para sa ating play of the game brought to you by Buenas.
Mukhang part ng daily routine practice ng Imus to, no? 2 straight spin moves by Enriquez and Tapeño. And, you know, Iloilo was just caught ball watching. That ISO play, not even on the, you know, on top, like outside of the 3-point line. Tapeño was isolating below the 3-point line. Blue shirts was just caught watching as Tapeño makes them pay, hitting the 2 free throws. 7-point lead.
38 to 31, 2.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Cancino travel.
That's okay. That's okay. He has to be aggressive right now of looking for the shot. Him and Mark Nonoy, yeah, the 2 important players on this team. Pero mo kung papalitan siya ngayon.
Yeah, Clint Doliges binalik muna. Yung kay Mark Nonoy dito, no? Iloilo has really not been, you know, yung kanilang running game wala pa, hindi pa gumagana dito. And they need that to maximize Mark Nonoy. Here's Tapeño.
Minama.
He's just yung center of gravity ni
Right. I think we're going to show that again. There's a key to this move, Sidelf. Something that you and I and even the people watching can learn.
$14 points in the ball game. Make that 15.
4 of 4 on his last trip. Look at how he attacks the inside shoulder of Berjay. Hindi lang yung sa gitna. You know, it's always key for an offensive player to attack the inside shoulder. Ang tendency kasi ng mga offensive players, as Mark Nonoy misses, inaatake yung chest. And every time you do that, you're prone to 2 things.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. And if the guy is stronger than you, the player is stronger than you, it's really useless, you know, to hold his ground. But if you attack that inside shoulder, then, you know, it's either, you know, the defender tries to, you know, slide, you know, and yung babarahin niya, and then you can make a spin move, or if not, tulad na nangyari doon, you can have that slight advantage, and then bubuhati mo na lang.
May konting space ka na mabigay sa sarili mo para makatalon ka.
Right. And it really supports, you know, what we say about him in terms of yung smarts niya sa laro, hindi lang sa, you know, the court sense inside the game, but even yung mga simple things na gano'n kung saan aatakihin yung depensa, importante yun.
8 points now para kay Shaq Imperial, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. 40 to 31.
And a good fake handoff, by the way.
Ito na. Pressure here from Iloilo.
And they drop into a 2-3 after that. I believe a 1-2-2. The 3-quarter court press as they force a miss on Nicodemus.
Back the other way. Nonoy with a runner. He draws the foul in Enriquez. Kanina pa. Nasa penalty ang Imus Agimat.
Right. Obviously favors Iloilo, especially right now that they decided, you know, to put some pressure on the basketball in the backcourt. They get free throws, stopping the clock. and then allows them to set up their defense, their pressure defense, and into their zone. So this is a crucial stretch for me. Iloilo, you always hear coaches about, closing out quarters and how it affects the next quarter. Right now, Iloilo down by 7. They want to close out well.
We have a timeout with a minute and 21 remaining in the half. We'll be right back. One minute and 21 seconds remaining sa ating first half between Imus and Iloilo dito sa Calasiao Sports Complex in Pangasinan. Luis Tapeño behind the back. Naka-recover si Katapusan. That's a steal. Balik ang Iloilo. Nonoy on the attack. Nonoy banks it in. 6 points. What a hang time move galing kay Mark Nonoy. Doon ang galing sa kanan, sa kaliwa tumapos.
Every time si Nonoy nakakuha ng buwelo, kahit sang side pa yan mag-end up. What a big shot, a big answer by Nicodemus for that 3. Mark Nonoy attacking 1 versus 3. Good natapik sa loob ni Rangel, nakuha yung extra possession, pero another unforced turnover right here.
Nicodemus is blocked by Rodriguez. Maybe asking for too much galing from Nicodemus there.
A good attack nonetheless and a good stop on the other end pagkatapos ng 3 points yan. Bigat na sagot yun. Dahil nakaka-build up na ng momentum itong Iloilo from, down 8 2 minutes ago. 4 and then extended with that 3.
Enriquez fires. No. Rangel wins the rebounding battle. Nonoy on the run again. Here's Mark Nonoy, drops it off to Katapusan. The extra pass to Rangel. He's blocked, but there's a whistle going against Imus.
Something that Rangel has got to learn. Every time he has his foot in the paint, he's got to learn how to go up strong right there. I thought that was a good chance for a 3-point play, possibly kung angatan niya kagad. But still, he was fouled and will end up at the line.
Chadi Rangel. It's the first one to drop.
3 points para sa kanya.
MC Abolucion right there. Looking to end his team's struggles in this ball game. And 1 for 2 lang si Rangel. 15 seconds remaining. Enriquez, they can go for the last shot here. Enriquez layup. And he draws the foul. 7 seconds ang natitira dito. Enriquez nasa linya ngayon. Makes the first. Meron na siyang 4 na puntos.
Both teams, Sedef, doing a splendid job at the line. We have had a total, get this, a total of 37 free throws. This is free throw number 38. Nasa first half pa lang tayo.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Combined for both teams.
Katapusan trying to beat the buzzer. Wala. A tip in from Rangel. I don't think that will count.
I think it will count. Our officials signaled that
You're gonna review?
count.
So tingnan natin dito kung sino sa atin ang naghusga ng tama doon. Christian Luanzon.
Right there. Look at the game clock. Let's see. Ah, wala na. Ay. This has got to be close. We got to see it again.
They're gonna see one more. Yung ating mga officials, they're gonna check it once again. No count. So 45 to 37 ang ating end of the first half score, brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. So Imus Agimat on top against Iloilo. We'll be right back.
Back at the Calasiao Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis. At alam niyo mga kaliga, hindi lang basketball ang pinag-uusapan natin dito sa MPBL. Siyempre nakikita rin natin ang mga kwento ng mga players at siyempre kwento ng ating mga fans. Tulad na nga lang ng love story nila Meg Valde at ni Gabriel Mayuga. At makikita niyo yan dito lang sa ating MPBL Extra. Watch this.
Si Gabriel Mayuga.
Ako naman po si Meg Valde.
Nagsimula po kami is una 2016. 1 year kaming MU hanggang 2017 officially naging kami.
Actually po magkasama kami sa music ministry sa church namin. So ako po kumakanta, siya tumutugtog kasi bassist po namin siya. So doon naging, although kami po ay schoolmate nung high school, di po kami masyado nagpapansinan or di kami close. Doon po sa church, doon kami naging close, nagkaroon po kami ng communication at doon po nag-start. Ano lang, usual lang na excited kami manood ng MPBL kasi inaabangan talaga namin yung bawat laro dito. So expect ko lang na manunod kami, happy lang at di ko in-expect na may pag-ganon pala. Kaya nagulat ako at memorable po itong araw na to sa amin.
Actually, wala talaga akong maisip na way kung paano gagawin to. Pero nung sabi ko, super fan kasi kami ng Quezon Huskers. Sabi ko posible kaya kapag sa MPBL. Sabi ko, parang imposible. Pero hindi ko alam ba't nandito na kami ngayon.
Sa harap ng Maharlika Pilipinas.
unti-unti lang natin planuhin yung kasal natin at mahalin pa natin yung isa't isa at mag-unawaan lang tayo at sana maging successful din yung susunod na step which is yung wedding natin. Mahal na mahal kita. Love you.
Love you too. So excited ako sa darating na wedding. Ako naman, gusto ko lang simple, pero talaga nandun yung sincerity natin. At kasama syempre si Lord. So, I love you, Lovey. So, nagpapasalamat po kami sa MPBL, sa lahat po ng bumubuo nito, sa provincial government, hanggang sa pagtanda namin bilang mag-asawa, hindi po namin makakalimutan itong araw na to. At nawa po ay magtuloy-tuloy ang mga season, mga laro po sa MPBL. Yun po, maraming salamat po.
Sobrang thankful sa bumubuo ng MPBL, sa lahat ng commissioner, kay Senator Manny Pacquiao, sa buong Quezon. Sobrang thankful kasi nabigyan ako ng opportunity para mag-propose sa girlfriend ko at fiancé ko na ngayon. Sobrang thankful talaga. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Halftime here at the Calasiao Sports Complex kung saan ang Imus agimat with a surprise 8-point lead against Iloilo, Coach Christian. And you know, if you're Iloilo, you know, you must be very disappointed with the way you've been playing in that first half.
Especially on the defensive end, because Tapeño, he just monstered his way in that first half, finishing in double figures with 15 points, also had 6 rebounds and 3 assists. You see almost all the highlights for Imus sa kanya galing, but credit also the others, like this drive by Enriquez. Sumido had 6 points. He's a 20-point scorer. Himpayan quietly had 5 points. Both teams shooting the free throws very well. Iloilo really, after shooting poorly on the free throw line in the last game, it's a good thing that they're shooting well in this game. This would be a 15, 17-point lead if they didn't shoot well. As you see, Tapeño leading all scorers for Imus and the other names that I mentioned. But, for Iloilo, it really has to start on the defensive end. Both teams had, turning the ball over, but it feels like, every time Imus would force a turnover against Iloilo, they would score right away on the other end. At the same time, Iloilo, you have to be able to hit your outside shots. That's the thing that you mentioned that kept them in the ball game, especially after the first quarter. They were 3 for 8, I believe, in that first quarter. They finished the first half 3 for 14. So the 3-point weapon did not work for them in the second quarter. As you see, a different starting unit also to start the third quarter for Iloilo.
The league is Capacio, Nonoy,
Si Imperial
Imperial, and Rangel.
Si Imperial lang ang naiwan dun sa original.
And Mark Nonoy sees a free lane, unable to finish. Sorry, miss there para kay Mark. Nicodemos will fire. No, and Mark Nonoy grabs the rebound. Here he is, full head of steam. Nonoy, no look pass. Rodriguez will not get the roll. Rangel with the putback. Chadi Rangel cuts the deficit to 6 points.
Chadi Rangel has done a good job in this game of rim running. And even though he doesn't get the pass, tulad nun, he was patient enough just to wait and fight for the offensive rebound for the stick back.
Quick spin para kay Tapeño.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
So a different matchup this time. Obviously, Sumido being a 20-point scorer, Capacio assigned to him in that first half. Tapeño finished with 15 points in the first half. In his start ng coaching staff, itong si Capacio. And Rodriguez with a free lane. Talk about sleeping on defense. Now that was a perfect example right there. Unfortunately, for Imus.
They were all complaining about
the offensive
foul. Iloilo diving for that loose ball was Capacio. Rodriguez double dribble. He got caught there.
Sayang na pagkakataon yun. They had the numbers 3-on-2. Even had a wide open 3 available. I believe it was Shaq Imperial on his left. Little mental lapse that time. Dribbling the ball twice after picking it up is Rodriguez.
Tapeño. Everyone standing around for Imus. Tapeño finds Nicodemos. Bank shot, no go. Taken away by Enriquez. That's a foul on Imperial after the turnover.
Another unforced turnover for Iloilo in the backcourt.
And Kobe Camacho returns in place of Nicodemos. Luengo. Enriquez baseline jumper. And that won't drop. Rodriguez gets it back. Clint goes to the corner. The extra pass. Imperial, the sidestep and the finish. Galing kay Shaq Imperial into double digits with 10 points.
Makes up for the turnover on the other end with that tough shot. He had Capacio with the extra pass wide open up top. Opted for the drive and finishes with a tough shot.
It's a foul on Capacio. And Tapeño giving up a couple of inches there. And that really doesn't matter to him as we take a look at this drive.
By Imperial, created by the dribble penetration of Rodriguez that forced the defense to rotate and eventually find Imperial for that drive and hoop.
Campena top of the key. Campena spins, a foul. And what a luxury to have, no? Yung naghahanap ka medyo ng alanganin yung shooting ng mga kakampi mo. Just give the ball to Luis Tapeño.
Ay lalabas si Capasio after committing that last foul kasi pangatlo niya na yon. No, pumasok ngayon si Boss J. Havelosa. What's interesting is sino kukuha kay Tapeño, most likely si Doliques.
Yeah. Mark Nonoy. Doliges. Havelosa. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Doliges nakawala. Short on the layup. Kobe Camacho. Nacho spins. That is
That's off the knee.
his knee. So turnover for Imus. Imus has not made the field goal yet dito sa ating third quarter. Only the free throw from Luis Tapeño. 10-12 ang ating turnover story. Look at Mark Nonoy. 8 points in the ball game. Nice looking jumper there galing kay Mark Nonoy.
It was, and a smart decision also to attack baseline. Kung nasaan nakaangat yung depensa, pretty much it was like a zone para sa Imus. Help was not there. They forced a turnover. Good pass by Nonoy. Imperial will finish.
And just like that, lamang na itong Iloilo. Imperial
With a three-point play coming up as he gets continuation after forcing that turnover. So a potential 5 straight points for Imperial in less than 5 seconds. This was the no-look by Nonoy. Imperial doing a good job running the lanes. And quickly, kahit na tumama pa siya dun sa poste, pumasok agad siya. Naging aktibo agad, kinuha ang bola. Contact, here's the whistle, concentration. Ayun pa, may kasama pang post. Parang ikaw lang.
Minsan na nga lang yan eh.
Oo.
And our colleague Mika Abisamis has a report.
Despite good performances from some key players, the team has a hard time closing out talking about Iloilo. Like today, masyado daw relaxed ang boys according to Coach MC Abolucion. You mentioned outside shots, Coach Chris. They have to start making better shots, however they may be, according to him. They also talked about less turnovers, but really Coach MC emphasized how Imus is doing a collective effort, meaning hindi lang si Tapeño and Sumido ang kailangan bantayan. Be alert, sabi niya sa Delph, Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. And this Imperial Nonoy connection,
It's been lethal.
they've been running the break at every opportunity. Panoorin nyo muna ang ating fast break of the game brought to you by New Star. Win to the max. Nonoy with the steal. Quickly back to Imperial for the 2 points. Lamang na ang Iloilo ng 5 puntos. 51-46. Timeout muna tayo. Shaq Imperial, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and surprisingly 3 blocks para kay Shaq Imperial.
He is Shaq, but he is Shaq, so don't be surprised for the blocks. Mark Nonoy once again involved, almost forcing a turnover. This has been the Mark Nonoy show. Look at the numbers of Shaq Imperial, 16, 5, and 4, 7 of 10. He has, I believe, 7 points in this quarter. What a quarter so far, dominating the third is Iloilo, 14-1. Yes, 1 point pa lamang itong Imus. Shoot it, Nonoy.
And CJ Cancino is right there.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nonoy points to CJ. Yung pasa yon. Pasa yon. CJ, nice pass.
Mark Nonoy, he will always favor him in a foot race, and doon nga sa ilalim. Ito si CJ Cancino.
Kahit nga may tao, titira yan eh. Yung pang yun libre. But CJ Cancino, we talked about him. Not starting the third quarter. Kakapasok lang. Making an impact right away. The offensive rebound and a three-point play.
8 puntos na para kay CJ Cancino. Pinalitan muna si Mark Nonoy, but you know, scoring this quarter 17-1. That's incredible.
What a turnaround in less than 5 minutes by Iloilo. This is a 16-point swing by Iloilo after being down by 8 in the first half.
Imperial again. And one of the times na you can, you know, you can take it strong to the cup kahit nandun nga si CJ Cancino na I'm sure humihingi ng bola, malayo pa.
Right. A side note, no, you mentioned earlier you were a little confused when Berjay and Rangel were separated at birth. I'm gonna go for Imperial and Bicol's, my former teammate, Rafi Reyes.
Meron din. Alam mo, he tried to do an interview with for MPBL social media.
Pero tama, Bicol, di ba? Rafi Reyes, yeah.
Si Rangel and si
Berjay?
Berjay, ayaw.
Okay.
Ayaw
nila.
Sabi ko, baka pwede ko interview kasi magkamukha ka.
Right, and Tapeño makes the first field goal for Imus on that last play. Finally, for Imus. Marunong tumanggi, ah.
Oo, marunong. Credo, free throw line jumper. That won't work. Tapeño with another rebound. CJ Luengo. Luengo. Umatake. Bank shot. That's a foul on
Havelosa.
Jay Havelosa. You know, I think my worry kanina for Iloilo is that the intensity wasn't there.
First half.
Parang,
evident yun.
Parang, you know, they were just coasting and going through the motions.
Right.
And kabaliktaran naman na sa Imus. Ganadong-ganado maglaro.
Correct. I would say it wasn't there the first 17 minutes until the last 3 minutes of that second quarter where Mark Nonoy spearheaded that mini run that they had, you know, before yung sagot in corner 3 ni Nicodemus. And, you know, they finished that quarter well, ending that quarter well. And they were able to carry it on the first 5 minutes, swinging this game in their favor with a 7-point lead right now.
8 of 13 so far dito sa third quarter ng Iloilo. 1 of 7 lang for Imus. That is an air ball from Credo.
A wide open shot right there. But it's nothing but air.
7-point lead for the Iloilo United Royals. Here's CJ Luengo, long two, won't go. Junar Punsalan, Tapeño, nasa gitna, nahanap si Russ Aniban, no. Agawan sa rebound, ends up with Aniban. Luengo splits the D, back out to Aniban. Luengo wants it back. Aniban, corner 3, wala. Jay Havelosa with a rebound. Gab Gomez.
Good pass.
Binigay kay Cancino. 3. Yes, sir.
Perfectly timed pass by Gomez right there. And a good seal by CJ Katapusan. Even though he didn't get the pass, rim running always. It helps your offense going down.
Aniban, baseline drive. Drops it off to Tapeño inside.
breakdown on the defense right there. Nakalusot pa yung pasa na yun, no, kay Tapeño. And Tapeño picks up the quarter with 2 field goals right away. Here halfway.
No good on the 3 para kay CJ Cancino. Imus has relinquished the lead. They'll try to get it back. Punsalan. That won't help them as he misses that 3-pointer. And ito yung nagustuhan mong pasa galing kay Gomez to Cancino.
Ganda kasi nung timing eh. Tsaka importante habang nagbababa ka ng bola, binabasa mo rin yung buong floor. Especially if you have a little shooter like CJ Cancino running on the opposite end.
Credo inside, CJ Katapusan, no good. Takbo si Aniban. Russ.
That's a charge.
That's a foul.
Well, I disagree with the call.
CJ Cancino.
I saw it we had a good angle right here. I thought CJ did a good job, and I never thought I would say this. He did a good job of moving his feet and staying in front, and was able to get in good legal position, but was called still for the ball. Look at this one. CJ right here. You see?
Yeah.
Right there. I disagree with the call.
And for someone who has seen CJ Cancino for almost 1,000 hours of practice. So, may pinanggagalingan po yung CJ Cancino moving his feet defensively. Pag nagsalita si Christian Luanson.
Alright. Bihira makita yun eh.
Katapusan. Oh, he's frustrated. He did get the foul, though.
I might shut off my DM after CJ watches the replay and hears that.
CJ Katapusan.
Another CJ.
At the free throw line, and
also a part of our team, season 84.
Was part of the championship.
He was part of the championship.
Dami palang may mga UAAP champions pala dito sa Iloilo. Maliban kay
Mark
Nonoy.
Yeah. AJ Madrigal also has yet to see action. As you see, CJ Cancino trying to break my water bottle here on the side.
Yeah, he knows. He heard you.
I might ask him to pay for that.
I think he can now.
Kaya ni Cancino. Isang sapatos na kapalit niya.
Oh. Bayan with 8 points, couple of threes here in this ball game. 60-55.
Nicodemus right now sticking to CJ Cancino like glue.
Inside they go. Katapusan, that's a difficult finish.
A nice left-handed hook, semi-hook finish right there, but it started off with a good seal and a good entry pass on Katapusan for that paint point.
Aniban. Look at the tap from Tapeño. Here's Russ. Impayan, lumapit, the jumper, no go. Cancino gets the long rebound. Naagaw pa ng Imus. Here's Nicodemus. Drives, gets it to Impayan. Eugene Gonzalez sa ilalim. Turnaround shot, that's good. What a sequence para sa Imus, just not giving up.
Sequence baka mo.
Wala.
Less than ano yun. Bago makapunta sa kabila.
Play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Gonzalez lost his balance there for a bit after banging bodies with Katapusan.
He was able to rise up and finish on top, even over 2 blue shirts on that play. Nice shot.
And Mark Nonoy, who sparked this comeback by Iloilo, goes 2 for 2. 64-57 with 30 seconds remaining. Rasan Iban goes back to the bench. Binalik muna si Martin Enriquez. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists para dito kay Mark Nonoy in this ball game. Luis Tapeño, they hand off to Nicodemos. Gonzalez sets up for that fadeaway.
I love how he floats up in the air with his knees twisting up top and still able to make the shot. Good shot fake by CJ.
No good on that one, and dyan nagtatapos ang ating third quarter.
Now, what a big quarter for Iloilo. What an answer after being down by 8 in the first half. Was able to score their highest scoring quarter so far in this game with 26 or 27 big points. A big part of it, their two-guard, Shaq Imperial. Hindi po sentro yan. Guardia po yan. 18 points, 5 boards, 4 dimes, 3 agaw.
Yeah, and making beautiful music with Mark Nonoy. They've really piled up the points on the break. Itong Iloilo in that third quarter. End of the third quarter scores brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty, fan of the game, just like the Avenes, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenes, oras na para magmotor.
Now, how impressive was Iloilo in that quarter? So now think about it. We mentioned how they scored their highest scoring quarter, 27 big points, 17 coming off in transition. Transition points. Just like this one, they're going to score their first 2 of the fourth quarter once again with an easy layup on the other end.
Just making up for that 28-12 second quarter. Coach Christian. Nicodemos from the corner gets blocked by Imperial.
Defense, obviously, a big part of what they talked about in halftime. Just like this one, the quick hands. Once again, this time, Shaq Imperial with another steal and a dime to Doliques.
That's 4 steals para kay Imperial. Nonoy will attack.
Should have shot it.
Yep.
And he knows.
Martin Enriquez whistled for the personal. 66-59, 9:14 remaining. Mark Nonoy for 3. No. Rebound ni Gonzalez. Quickly to Tapeño. Luis Tapeño. Umatake. Tapeño under control. Puts it in for 2.
I tell you, it has got to be either me or you or somebody at the back. After he makes a shot, katapusan, misses the layup. Himpayan, oh, sino nandun? Mark Nonoy.
And a foul given up by Imperial as they cannot complete the steal there. Itong Iloilo. And Imus hanging around. They could have, they could have easily, folded after that Iloilo run in that third quarter. Pero here they are, still competing here.
Right, and Tapeño, a big part of that, especially in the second part of that third quarter, able to get himself going. Now, credit also the adjustments by Iloilo. Starting Gwyn Capascio on him, got him off rhythm a little bit the first 3 minutes. Paglabas si Capascio after picking up his third foul, they went into that zone, so it took a while before he was able to get a rhythm and score once again. But Tapeño, as you mentioned, keeping them in the game.
And 22 points na, 9 rebounds and 3 assists para kay Tapeño. Looks like they will challenge this. It happened right in front of us actually, pero hindi ko rin masyadong nakita eh.
The only player, by the way, in double figures para sa Imus. Itong si Tapeño compared to Iloilo with 3 players.
We'll be right back after this challenge. It looks like the challenge will be successful. The challenge by Coach Eric C. of Imus on that out of bounds call.
Upon review, the challenge was successful.
I love the new graphics, by the way.
Ball possession goes to Imus.
We're all about innovation here.
Right, I love
Come
it.
on.
I love it.
And may replay pa.
Oo,
Yon. Last touch on Mark Nonoy.
tama. Nasusubukan talaga yung honesty is the best policy every time may mga ganyan kung sino last touch. At yung mga maang-maangan, wala. Tinataas ang kamay. I'm guilty of that.
Ikaw, lalo ka na.
Wow! Oh,
Lalo ka na pag naglalaro.
hanap sa diin, ha?
Pag totoong laro, kilala kita.
Oh my gosh.
Using all the veteran smarts, no? Yung kanyang career. And
Wow!
Eugene Gonzalez getting going here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, the 3 impressive jumpers. Floating jumpers, if I may add. Rodriguez, though, with an impressive finish in that semi-transition attack. It has been a point of emphasis by Iloilo's coaching staff to really attack even after a made basket.
Oo. Nakuha na MC Evolution working there sa bench ng Iloilo. That's Enriquez. That's 2 seconds of shot clock. Enriquez, no. Number J with the rebound. Nagpakita si Shaq Imperial. Another attack blocked by Himpayan.
A poor decision right there. He had Rodriguez open to his right as he was able to draw the defense, but Mark Nonoy, but he has been an impactful player, certainly.
And
A pest, to say the least, forcing that turnover.
such a disruptor pag nag-dribble ka eh. You can't dribble in front of him. Medyo pinapakitaan mo ng bola. Susundutin pa rin.
Susundo talaga.
And he's so quick and explosive. And here he is, down the lane, off the glass and in.
Left-handed player, driving left. Guess what? Oftentimes, that's their strong hand. You give that to Mark Nonoy, it's like giving candies in his sleep.
They go to Tapeño, now with Rangel. Tapeño spins. And change here sa lineup again.
Tingnan mo itong drive na to. Napakadali para sa mga kalibreng tulad ni Mark Nonoy. Kaliwete, atake, kaliwa. Ginamit pa ang banda sa gitna.
Baseline inbound here para sa Agimat. They go to Tapeño, back out to Enriquez. Tapeño against Javilosa. 5 seconds of shot clock. Tapeño inside, and he draws the foul.
And once again, Sidef, if you notice how he attacked the post defense of Jay Javelosa, it wasn't, attacking the middle of the chest. It was attacking that inside right shoulder. Able to create that little space that he needed just to get that little step inside the paint. That's all you need when you're inside the paint, and was able to fish for the foul.
23 points, leading all scorers in this ball game. Ito si Luis Tapeño. Doliguez nagbababa ng bola. Doliguez dire-diretso. And it's good para kay Clint Doliguez. 12 puntos na, and the lead is at 6 para dito sa Iloilo.
Nobody stopping the ball that time by Doliguez, and uses the behind-the-back dribble. Good block by Javelosa. Outlet pass. Nonoy!
Ooh! And Doliguez puts it in.
Yun talaga yun eh. Yun ang intensyon ni Mark Nonoy nun. Kulang daw 2 points. Naging 3-point play pa.
Masama ang balak ni Mark Nonoy.
Ang ganda ng buwelo eh.
Oo.
Hinila niya lang pababa yung ring. Kung hindi niya hinila to, shoot na eh.
Yeah.
Hinila niya lang pababa yung ring. Pero buti na lang si Doliguez na nandun to clean it up. 5 straight points for Doliguez. 6 points na para sa kanya the whole game.
No, 15.
15 rather.
He's got 15 for Clint Doliguez. You know what? Kanina sabi mo nung nag-challenge, si CJ katapusan sinabihan mo mag-dunk ka.
Right.
Si Mark Nonoy yung nakarinig.
Oo. Tama.
Si Mark
Eavesdropping pala si ano nun. Si Mark Nonoy. Chismoso pala to.
Sabi, wala ba si CJ? Ako na. Another foul on Rangel. I could have, if that dunk would have gone in, Christian, I would have #1 play yun. Oh, wow. Himpayan. Long 2 para sa kanya. 7-point lead para dito sa Iloilo. Imperial nag-drive, naghahanap ng mapapasahan. Doliguez has it. Hand off to Nonoy. Here's Mark Nonoy. Drives left. The jumper. No. Eugene Gonzalez with the rebound. CJ Luengo.
Clearly a charge.
Offensive foul.
Clearly a charge. Tuturo pa siya. This was the 3 prior.
Yeah, from Himpayan para sa ating lucky fan of the game. Brought to you by Buenas. We have a ceasefire, 75-68. 5:19 remaining in this ballgame. Next 3 games ng Iloilo, parang hindi madali ito ah. Davao, South Cotabato, and Manila. Such a tough schedule in the next 3 weeks para dito kay Coach MC and the rest of the Royals. And that's why they need this win.
They do.
To be a springboard para sa mga laban na yan.
Correct. So it's always great to get a win before you play the heavy giants.
Yeah. 77-68.
CJ Cancino hits that running shot as he just checked in to finish this game.
Napayungan na Velosa at ni Rangel. Jaya Velosa gets it to Doliguez. Clint inside, spin move. Bank shot para dito kay Clint Rodriguez. 17 in the ballgame.
Has always been a good post-up player. Ito si Clint Rodriguez, even though this came off a drive. Yeah, that spin move every time you get a foot in the paint, it's like a drop step already. Back to the basket, drop step. And Rodriguez right now, what a solid game for him.
Come alive here in the second half. 4:42 remaining. Iloilo up by 11. Imus and Gimat, their next 3 games. 1 Bataan Risers on June 8, June 13 kanama ng Manila SV Squad, Batang Sampaloc SGA, and June 20 Bicolandia Oragons. Another winless team, so titingnan natin kung pagkalaban na sila, wala pang panalo, parehong kupunan. Sure ako may mananalo na doon.
May uuwing winner na doon.
Rodriguez on the run, quickly to Imperial. Shaq, hang time, yes!
20 points for Shaq Imperial and a nice finish with a hang time on a 2-on-1 break with Rodriguez. Credit Rodriguez with the assist.
Yung sumido, hindi na binalik dito ni Coach Eric C. Here's Tapeño, the one-hander against 2 defenders. 25 big points para kay Luis Tapeño. 81-70. CJ Cancino will fire and hit. 16 in the ball game para kay CJ.
It's been a quiet 16 for CJ after hitting his first shot in that first quarter. Nonetheless, 16 markers.
Luengo,
That's a
travel.
walk. Yeah. Slid his feet. Still disagrees with the call.
Babalik na si Kobe Camacho dito, tsaka si Russ Aniban. And CJ Cancino replaced by AJ Madrigal.
Warning on number 25, AJ Madrigal for violating the uniform protocol.
84-70 ang ating talaan ngayon.
Did I hear that right? Warning was given to AJ Madrigal?
Yeah, on uniform protocol.
Oh, okay.
Parang nagtak-in yata siya sa loob na eh. Imperial, no go.
So warning na pala yun.
Nicodemus taken away by Madrigal.
Nabawi na ni AJ yun, yung warning niya. Patirahin mo. Itira yan. Sa corner.
You know these kids all too well. Christian Luanzon. It's a foul on AJ. And both teams already over the limit. And Mark Donoy returns.
Just to give a little bit of stability, you know, to finish this game well and strong.
His free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And 60 combined free throws, 61 combined free throws for both teams. My highest was actually around 80-81 here in the MPBL.
Really? Was that the Manila game?
No, I think I remember.
2 seasons ago?
Probably 3 seasons ago.
Oh,
one of the rare.
Parang naalala ko yun.
One of the rare. No, it was 78 actually. It was in the Blue Eagle gym with Coach.
Quezon City?
Oh, Quezon City.
Ando pa yata si Jojo dun sila.
Posible. Punsalan with 5 points, 86-75. Nonoy drops it off to Rangel. Pumikit lang ako, nasa kabilang court na si Mark Nonoy.
Ganun talaga ang laro ni Nonoy.
Last 2 minutes is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Here's Doliguez. Madrigal. Balik muna kay Clint, who's been solid in the second half. Iloilo up 13. Nonoy will fire. In and out. Madrigal will be whistled for the foul and penalty na eh.
At saka mabigat sa pangalawang foul na yun. 95 feet foul.
Yeah, 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. On the offensive rebound, Punsalan knocks down the corner 3. We'll be right back after this timeout. Commissioner Kenneth Duremde, Security Chief Rudy Distrito, and syempre our operations head Emer Orreta. Seryoso si Ko. And JJ Avilosa of Iloilo.
A happy man.
Well, there's a minute and a half remaining.
You saw Philip Manalang.
Yeah, he has a game later on.
Main event.
Oh, ang
Against
gandang matchup nun.
Oh, against his former coach.
Yeah, Gabo and Manalang as well, former teammates.
Right.
Under pressure si Madrigal. Offensive foul. 3 fouls on AJ.
Nagkakaroon ng konting kulay no, itong dalawang matchup na to. Na halos lahat ng foul ni AJ kay Aniban. Pero nilabas na ni Coach Eric si Aniban. Hindi natuwa si Aniban.
Punsalan inside. There's a foul. Very unique itong galaw ni Punsalan eh. Parang kontra-tempo na parang you don't know what you're gonna expect from him.
Right.
All of a sudden he'll take a shot. And sometimes he looks like when he's attacking to the basket, parang mabibitawan niya yung bola. Pero nakakuha siya ng foul.
Oh.
Short on the second. Madrigal with the rebound. Gives it up to Nonoy. Nakatawid ang Iloilo. Madrigal will take it strong to the cup.
May foul pa.
And Mark Nonoy was the happiest man when seeing his teammate make that layup. Kobe Camacho will be whistled for the personal. Really strong second half here from Iloilo. Tapeño. Umatake Luis Tapeño. Gustong dagdagan ng kanyang tali dito.
Just like a tank no, when he attacks, no? Especially pag nakabuelo tulad noon from the backcourt.
Yung build niya reminds me of Noli Locsin.
Oh.
Pero hindi yung ano eh, kasi iba yung...
Magaan siya tignan din eh.
Oh,
No?
si Noli Locsin ano yun eh, maraming ano sa
ere.
bola. Oh, sa ere.
Oh, sa ere.
Bumibit-bit ng bola sa ere yun.
Si Tapeño, magaan tignan tumakbo. Si Noli Locsin, magaan tignan tumakbo at tumalon.
Mas strength niya rin, yung ano dito is that it's also his strength though, yung kanyang low center of gravity.
Right.
So Mark Nonoy is fouled and he'll be sent to the line. Jed Diaz returns kay Boss Jay Havilosa. And Mark Nonoy nasa linya, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 of 6 at the line.
And a ton of metabolism burned in this game. As you talk about a spark that they needed. He was the catalyst of that spark. The last 3 minutes of that second quarter that they carried on here in the second half, especially the first 5 minutes of the third.
Unsalan gets away and puts it in for 2.
Yung sinasabi mo.
Sabi ko, akala ko mabibitawan yung bola na.
Kala mo babagal-bagal, mamaya may naiwanan na. Mamaya nasa ring na. 3-point play na pala.
Galing eh. Ano mo dito?
Ayan, ilan dinaanan niya? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ginawang cone ginawang blue cones yung ano eh.
May konting ano nga eh. Yung agaw ni Mark Nonoy, may konting gulang na ginamit eh. Di ba? May konting labas ng kanang kamay eh.
Well, I tell you, the last minute has felt like 5 minutes. Why? And I'm wondering why Imus would foul when this is a done ball game already with 33 seconds remaining.
Absolutely. Two for 2 for Mark Nonoy. Unsalan jacks up the 3 and 11 points. Just delaying the outcome.
Substitution for Mark Nonoy.
1 for 2 para kay Nonoy. (95-82), and Iloilo will end their losing streak here at the expense of Imus, and that's 11 straight losses as well for Imus. 95-82 ang ating final score here. And what a comeback para dito sa Iloilo. Two different teams showing up in the second half, in the first half and the second half for Iloilo. First half, a bit lethargic, lacking that intensity and urgency. Second half, totally different story.
Totally different story. That's why coaches always say the game is always won in the second half, as important as the first half is. But no matter how good you perform, even if you bring out your best foot forward, second half, that's where the result is really decided. The game is really decided. And a big part of that is this guy, Shaq Imperial. He exploded, especially in that second half. He finished the game. You saw the numbers on your screen, but he was the recipient of the many passes, as you just saw from Mark Nonoy.
Yep, and 20 points ang tinapos ni Shaq Imperial, and the final score is 95-82. The final score is brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. So, chalk up win number 3 para dito sa Iloilo at the expense of the Imus Sagimat. We have 2 more games here at Calasiao Sports Complex. Kaya kung malapit lang kayo, punta kayo dito as we wrap up our coverage of the first game. Up next, it's the South Cotabato Warriors against the Quezon City Toda Aksyon para sa ating second game. We'll be right back.